I'm Lauren, this is Tommy. I'm Tommy's mum and this is Kaylee, my best friend and also Tommy's donor. They were able to confirm that Tommy did have neonatal hemochromatosis, which is extremely rare. And it could go either one of two ways, that his liver would regenerate and fix itself basically, or that he would need a liver transplant. What's that then? Oh no, Captain Calamari. Clever boy. Fast forward a couple of weeks, he wasn't really getting any better. He was extremely jaundiced at this point. And myself and Tommy's dad Callum was sat down and said that he did need a liver transplant. And obviously no parent wants to hear that, especially at such a young age. But straight away me and Callum done a media appeal, and overnight here the liver coordinators had over 200 applicants for, you know, donors all across the world.
This is fun. This is fun. Oh.
Kaylee didn't initially put herself forward purely for the fact that she has Gilbert's syndrome. I hope you don't mind me saying that. She has Gilbert, so she didn't think she was going to be a suitable match. But I remember ringing her one day when we got told Tommy's chances of survival, in absolute tears, you know, because I did think I was going to lose him. And that night, I didn't even know, but that night she stayed up all night researching to see if people with Gilbert syndrome could be a donor.
It was worse for me to think that I couldn't be a donor when I knew I had Gilbert syndrome to when I found out that actually it was an option, because I was never prepared to let anything happen to Tommy if I could do anything about it. It was really hard because I couldn't tell Lauren and Callum at that point. Obviously wanted to give them some hope but didn't want to get their hopes up too much. My transplant coordinator got a phone call to say that Tommy had declined, and it was then like all systems go. They were like, right, we're just going to do everything now. Then as soon as I put myself forward, I knew it would be me. I remember begging them as I was being put under the anaesthetic, just get Tommy through this.
She got
you.
It was in December. We got told on Thursday that it would be, you know, we have got a donor, is Kaylee, and it was the night before his operation. I was able to walk Kaylee down to surgery in the morning. It was first thing, I think it was probably about 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock in the morning.
8 o'clock in the morning. So I was able to walk her down. I think we held hands the whole way, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
And that was hard because she's got 2 children, she's got a family, you know, and she was putting herself at risk really to save my little boy. And Tommy was in theatre for about 8 hours. It was very touch and go at times. His blood pressure was all over the place. He lost obviously loads of blood. They said it was a perfect match. They prepared us that Tommy may have to come back open because he's having an adult liver and he was 6 weeks old and he was a small baby anyway. But he was closed, so he didn't have to have any mesh or anything. He was completely closed. Yeah, and now fast forward on. You're 10 months now and you're doing so well, aren't you? I mean, yeah, like the hospital seem very happy with him now. Kaylee has her checks, don't you? Your checkups?
Yeah, all been fine. Absolutely fine. I'm sure she won't mind me saying that when we both met each other, we thought we didn't like each other. Once we got put in the same team and started training together, we became really good friends really quickly, and yeah, it was so meant to be. She's always been there for me. Hopefully I've always been there for her, and now we've got a bond that most people could never have, really.